Rick Serritella on location at the Waldorf-Astoria here in New York City at the College Football Hall of Fame event. Part of this great event is also the National Football Foundation Scholarship Awards, and we have Karter Schult from Northern Iowa with us right now, being awarded here with the honoree for his academic. He's a all-star on the field and all-star off the field. But Karter, talk to me about what today means to you.
Today it's more important to me than just winning an athletic award. Just being nominated for this award and how prestigious it is. Knowing that everything you've done since you showed up in college is validated. You worked hard on the field, off the field, and you made impacts in the community. That's something that means a lot more to me than just being a really good athlete and being good at a sport. To me, it's being well-rounded, and most importantly to me is making impacts in other people's lives. So the impact in the community and the aspect of that for this trophy is really important to me.
Now, I was looking at you. I think you had the second highest GPA, 3.87. I think there was an Ivy Leaguer with 4.0, but 3.87 is just phenomenal. I mean, how do you balance the work on the field, the work off the field? Because it does take a lot of work to balance that kind of schedule.
Absolutely, and I think it's just a tribute to your work ethic is most important. I think the effort you put into both sides is really what's going to get you as far as I've gotten. The professors are amazing as well, but the work ethic and just knowing that you might have to be up at weird hours to get everything done. Those are a couple of things that that really help. My freshman year, I slacked off a little bit, and that's what I think I'd be up closer to a 4-point if I didn't mess around right away. But you live and you learn. So just knowing, trying to excel at both athletics and academics just requires, for me, putting as much effort into excellence as I possibly can. So.
You mentioned, your freshman year, maybe you slacked off a little bit. We all put on the freshman 15, but now that the collegiate career is over, the incoming NIU recruiting class is going to come in. Take us back. What was that transition like for you coming out of high school and making the transition to college? And what advice would you give to some of the underclassmen now coming in as you move on?
The transition was huge for me just because from a really, really small town in rural Iowa, so it was a culture shock. And then starting out with camp, being up from 6 a.m. to 10 at night, just doing football operations and stuff, it took a toll. And then just being away from my family probably was the biggest part. So the advice I'd give to somebody who is going through this process would just be to stay in touch with your support system, take it day by day, and just you got to do your best in everything. You might fail right away, but as long as you keep trying your hardest, eventually you're going to break through. And when you do fall on hard times, whether it be academically or athletically, just lean on your support system. Your family, the people that have always been there, and as long as you do that, you'll get through everything, and then everything will start to come full circle.
Great advice. And now you move on to your next stage in the career, and I know you have a lot of ambitions to carry on to the NFL, but how about, when your playing days are over, whether it be now or hopefully a decade from now, what is it that you like to achieve off the field?
I think what I want to do is continue to make impacts in young people's lives. I'd want to, I've done coaching while I've been in college during the summers. I've coached young kids. I really enjoy it. I think something with my exercise science major, I would like to, continue to impact young people's lives through strength and conditioning and training. That's something that is really, really interesting, and I'm really passionate about. So.
Well, that's going to be a very important aspect of your journey as you move on, and something that a lot of college athletes are very conscious about now, a lot more than when I first started covering the draft 15 years ago. It's amazing how far it's come, and not just exercise, but dieting and eating right. It's the total package now that goes into being an athlete. And we appreciate you taking some time here today at the College Football Hall of Fame induction ceremonies, where the National Football Foundation is honoring the academic awards. And you could see Karter's name. We're not lying to you. He's got his picture right up here, and he joins us here on the NFL Draft Bible on location coverage. So Karter, we appreciate it, and we look forward to talking to you soon.
Thank you, Rick.